We do have 3 ambassador otters, but sometimes they all don't want to participate, so they don't come. But this is shrimp, and do you guys know what kind of otters we have here at the park, or what shrimp is? River otter?
No, they're from.
They are like a freshwater otter, but.
Are they from Japan? I'm not sure.
From where?
Japan.
They are from Southeast Asia mainly, so they are Asian. You ruined the whole toy I made. I put all your balls in there so you can play with them. Anyway, they are Asian small claw otters. Asian small claw otters are the smallest species of otters, but first I'll tell you a little bit about our boys in particular. So they were born here at the park in September of 2019. They are 4, they're turning 5 this year. They are full-grown boys. Their father is from the Singapore Zoo, so his genetics had never been represented in the U.S. before. So having kiddos was a pretty big deal, and the litter was 5 kids, which is a lot because mom only has 4 mammary glands or nipples, so 5 is a lot to take care of. Also, all 5 of them were boys, and just like humans, the boys are a little bit crazier, so it was a lot for mom. We were pretty hands-on from the start, but usually all grew, all got enough food, all were happy, healthy little babies. We still have 3 of the original 5. 2 of them went to other facilities to spread those new genetics, but our 3 are ambassador otters, so they come meet you guys. They live together, they don't have any ladies, so they're not breeding boys. We do still have their father, so he is still here as a breeding male. He was behind the scenes though, so he has some privacy. But yeah, anyway, back to it. So Asian small clawed otters, like I said, they are from Asia. And the second part of their name is small claws. They have a little teeny tiny claw, like a little flex on a fingernail. And it does help them in the wild. I'll talk to you a little bit more about it. They do have 12 distinct vocalizations they make. So you will hear them talk a lot. It's how they communicate. So they do make a lot of noise. She's not asking you if it's right. So jump is a flat hand out like this, and rise is a flat hand out like this. So sometimes he's not paying the most attention. He's like, I'm doing what you're asking. And then he really looks and he's like, oh, you weren't asking me to jump, you weren't asking me to rise. Oh goodness gracious. So they are Asian small claws. So they do. And Shrimp isn't like so much Asian, but he is the smallest. He was the smallest boy. So his name is Shrimp, because he's a little shrimp. He's pretty average size for a wild counterpart. They average 7 to 9 pounds. I believe Shrimp is like 8, 7, so pretty average. Our others probably don't eat, they don't hunt for their own food, so they don't get as much muscle development. They're a little big. Good catch, Shrimp. Oh goodness. Anyway, do you guys see anything on Shrimp's body that might help him in the wild? What adaptations do you think he might have?
Tail.
His tail, yeah, it's a nice, flat, thick, really muscular tail. Oh my goodness. So it does help him swim. Anything else? His ears and his nostrils are actually closed in the water, so they don't get water into your nose. So yes. His fingers, they are webbed, but if you look at them, they're not fully webbed. They are only webbed about half to 3/4 of the way up. And that's because these guys are the most terrestrial species of otters. They do spend a lot of time on land, more time on land than they do in the water. They really just go in the water to find food, play a little bit, clean up.
Here, I need a tree inside this thing. I think I have a hole in it.
That's how they're from. Oh, no, that's interesting. So, we only really put food in what they can grab through, because if you watch him eat, he's not really using his eyes, he's feeling around. So they're very, very tactile.
We had a raccoon. So
yeah, so same thing. They feel around a lot with your food.
raccoons use their hands and paws.
Yeah, so these guys are the same way, which is why they have that tiny fleck of a fingernail, so that they can feel even around the sides of the fingers. If you can picture the bottom of like a fast flowing like river or stream, sedimentation happens, and then you can't see very clearly down there, so their eyesight isn't going to be their best asset. So the feeling around their food is really what gets them. I'm going to hand you guys this target stick, and it's one of the first behaviors we teach our animals here at the park. You're going to hold it at about his like nose height while he's like standing. He's going to grab onto it. Once you hear Stacy click, and he gets, or treat, it goes past on to the next person. But would you like to do a target first?
Sure.
I know, sorry, your hands are full.
No, no,
Just hold it pretty tight, like right here maybe.
Right
There you go,
here?
yeah, perfect. Because he does hold on to it. He's, you know, he's all very strong. So while he's targeting, I'll tell you guys a little bit about their training. So, when it comes to training any of our animals, a little bit
You're gonna have to go a little lower.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. He's just a small guy.
Oh, too low now.
So a target is like a really good gateway behavior. So it's also a good way to voluntarily move animals around. So usually out of curiosity alone, if we present them with a target, they're gonna touch it. They hear that little click, and they already know that the click means food. We do a pair bridge with the food. So we feed them, click, and then that click means food. So they touch the stick, and they're like, wait a minute, a click happened. I'm gonna get food for something? What did I do? He's like, I'll just lay down halfway. You're literally pulling it like, I'll just rest here. Good job. And then I'll take the target. But imagine like a big giraffe or something. You can't just like move them. So we teach them a target, and they're like, hey, can you shift into this style target? And they'll come over, touch it, get a snack. The spin behavior is also usually taught with target stick, so they already know to touch this. And then if we circle their body, they'll follow that stick, but never actually touch it. And once they get all the way around, you're click, and they're like, wait a minute. I did something correct there. So, and they'll put together this and going in circle. We'll pair it with like a finger going around or like a thumb going in one direction. Some of our animals like it's just this for a spin, so it's a full circle. And then we'll know that that hand means to spin. Same thing with a rise, so hold the target stick too high for them to touch it. Pair it with a flat hand in this way. This means rise. The jump was taught by holding this flat out, and so then having our hand straight out like this means jump as well. So, here you go. So this is wonton. So his name's Wonton because he's our biggest boy, so wonton, 1 ton, he's a big guy. We also call him garbage disposal. 1, he cleans up after his brother, but 2, if we feed him really slowly, he goes and like talks about his brother like a little garbage disposal. Look at that puzzle feeder action go. He's so smart. They are very smart. So while we're talking about training, one of my favorite training behaviors they know. One time, he said,
I think there was food in that one.
I smell
We're not gonna play in shoes.
Good job. So, one of my favorite training behaviors they know is like a medical behavior. And in the wild, even in human care, they eat a lot of shelled animals, so like clams, crawdads, and those shells have a lot of calcium in them. If we eat a lot of calcium, it can build up and then form in like kidney stones. So these guys are prone to kidney stones, and this behavior that's big skin, which I was for a long time, holding really super still for a few seconds.
Is there food?
You say, hold on, I'm eating. I'm eating. There you go. So why might it be necessary for him to hold really still voluntarily?
For the
X-rays. So we're gonna pull over a little X-ray machine. Click. Take an X-ray. We X-ray them every 6 months to make sure they don't have any kidney stone growths. And they also know a side presentation, so they can give like a good to the side. If they didn't know that behavior, they would have to be restrained or put under anesthesia once every 6 months, which is a lot on their body. So we would rather teach them to do it themselves, and they do. They're good boys. They also can be really good at showing this. So everything we do at the park, we want them to do it on their own terms. So we want them to be as voluntary as possible. And then it's all through positive reinforcement. So we're not going to do anything to punish the animals. If they're not doing what we ask immediately, we'll just move on to another behavior that's easier, get their confidence level back up, and then go back to that Good job, buddy. So that handhold behavior is super cute, but it's also important for us to get a good look at their hands. Since they are very important to them, if they like throw a big nail, if they have a scratch on their hand, they're going to act like it's the end of the world. Their hands are very important to them. So we can get betadine on it, give them some ointment, whatever we need to, just by them holding our hands. Do you guys have any specific questions about them or their training that I didn't tell you so far?
What are you feeding?
Yeah, that's what I
Good
wonder.
question. So that little kibble that you see, those little pieces of poop, that is a ferret kibble, and it has acidifiers in it for kidney stones. So that's pretty important to help that. Ferrets and
They're
otters
related.
are in the mustelid family. It's like the, sorry, I didn't
I
remember.
didn't know they were.
They are in like the weasel family, so they have similar health issues. So that was one. They also get little cut up pieces of fish. They get little crawdad hands. They get a raw egg attached in the diet for extra protein. We'll give them like enrichment items every now and then, so like different kinds of fish or like clams things. So like we get them like tuna steaks, and I can never remember the name. It looks like a little cake, and it's a, I think it's a crustacean. And it's a, we gave it to them for their birthday last year. It looks like a little brown cake, and it's
He's trying
Is it krill?
no. I never did not know the name of it. It's like in the mussel clam family in my brain. Scallop. Thank you. That's cute. He loves shrimp. I can never remember the name of the scallop. I don't know why. But yeah, so they do get. Oh, they also get like a. It's called AAA, and it's like a ground beef, but it has all the things in it. So like the organs, the bones, the hair, all the things animals would eat in the wild. These guys aren't really eating beef, but it is a meat, and they are like they're carnivores. They're gonna eat it.
Do you ever let them kill? Do you ever let them hunt live?
So if they do, it's something they found in their exhibit. So their exhibit, if they have an outdoor and an indoor portion of it, and if something lands in there, you might see them try and chase after it. They're not the most skilled because they don't have to hunt. So
Yeah.
you might see them stalking around being silly. But I used to work with North American river otters, and it was in an indoor facility. Okay, pigeons would get inside, and they would lay like food traps for these pigeons. They'd like leave food and like go hide. And there was like a 3-year-old girl at the exhibit watching these otters, and they pounced on it, got it, and decapitated the pigeon. And in front of this little girl, and it's a bloodbath. And I was like, let's get you out of here. And I'm like, so we put on the otter exhibit, and they're killing pigeons.
So you let the baby otters do it?
Yes, they're very smart, so they know how to do what they want. Even with us, they're always kind of a step ahead, so we'd be like on our toes with the otters at all times. But oh my goodness. Would you guys like to get pictures of wonton? Yeah. Okay. So what you guys are gonna do, within your group, you're going to sit on the bench. Stacy is gonna have wonton stationed on that little platform there and stand up tall. You guys, all you do is smile, and he looks, and I take a picture with one of your guys' phones for you. And then you guys will stay seated until she gets home recreated, and then I'll have you guys go to your seat. But any takers to go first?
Station.
Guys, you guys say cheese for me. Oh, the perfect man. And you guys just stay real still for another minute. Great, he's faster. Got it. I got it.
I love them.
Perfect. You guys can. Yeah, same thing. Just go.
Station.
Rice. Good job. And then if you guys actually
Get a good picture.
if you guys would like to, you guys are gonna have the option to sit on the ground. Have like 1, 2, 3, 4. And you guys can either sit crisscross or legs straight out. And if you can't do either of those and you still want to participate, we can have you sit on the bench and try to get him out there as well. But you guys are sitting on the ground, he's gonna come and stand on your lap for a picture. Okay. If you guys would like to, you guys can take a seat on the
Do
ground.
that.
If you would like to and you don't want to sit on the ground, we can get you on the bench as well. Yeah. Do you want to go to the bench?
I'm just gonna let
You're gonna
her.
watch. Perfect.
Yeah.
If you guys want to take your lanyards and just swoosh them back behind you so he doesn't choke you out with those. Not really. And your hands are gonna. I can take your phone for you. Your hands are gonna go on. Grab it. He's trying his best to grab it while not going on. And they really like the material of jeans, and so they usually like rub all over their jeans. And I'm like, well, just wait a second until it goes up. But do you guys think that Asian smallmouth otters are like a least concerned species, vulnerable, threatened, endangered? I believe they are vulnerable. But of all of the 13 species of otters, 12 of them are in decline, like population-wise. The only one that's not is North American river otters, because about 50 years ago, they were like almost extinct. We were like, wow, probably should do something about that. So they're not a protected species, and so their numbers are on the rise again. But everyone else is not. So these are the 13 species of otter. The largest of them, like lengthwise, is the giant river otter in South America. They get like 6 feet long and weigh like 90 pounds.
Are you serious?
Yes, they're
That's a little
huge.
scary, yeah.
Exactly, which these guys are tiny, right? But they have a bite force that is 3 times that any similar sized mammal, because they eat a lot of shell things. So dangerous and tiny. Imagine one that's many times their size. And then the sea otters are not as long as the giant river otters. They're husky, so like the same amount of weight usually. But yeah. And then the biggest reasons for their decline is because one, weren't they just so cute? Obviously, you want to meet them, right? They're flipping adorable. So one is the illegal pet trade. Because people see a lot of like videos online nowadays where they like hold hands and they're super cute and lovely. We work with them every single day of their life for the last 4.5 years to get them to where they are right now. And they still, trust me, can be naughty. So they also eat anything that lives in the water, which if you guys have ever been around like animals that eat water, their poop is terrible. It's disgusting. It's never solid. It's always like a sloppy mess. And they do a thing called spranching, where they stamp their feet in their poop and then spread it on everything that they love to claim it as their own. So imagine that on like your nice
Ugh.
sheets
Yes, I'm glad I
and
didn't
couch
know
and
that.
carpets. It's terrible. If you go to our otter exhibit, take a little whiff. We clean it every day. Like it's our job. It's terrible. It smells so bad. I think that the stinkiest animal in the park by far. They're gross. But anyway,
They're the stinkiest?
I think by far, yeah.
Huh.
Like I
never smelled
would stick my face in a whole pile of penguin poop before I touched the poop with my hands. Not really, that was terrible. But I think the penguins smell like way better than the otters do. They have like a certain soury, musky, gross. They are perfectly cute. I love them, but like don't have them in the bed. So if you guys post online your photos, I would just include my hashtag not pet. It's cute. Like it has, it's painted. It has trim and everything. It could look like someone's home. But you are at a facility where we can take care of them for you, and you can benefit from how cute and sweet they are, but not have to deal with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yes. Is there any other questions you really want to know about them? I think I didn't answer for you.
Do they, even behind the scenes, have a place to swim?
Yeah, so inside, well, I didn't tell you, their homes in the wild are called holts. So they have an exit to the land and an exit to the water. So they are a very terrestrial species as well. So inside is like their holt. We have a dry side and a wet side. So they have a little pool inside and then a dry side. That's their holt. And then outside they have that pool and their land, which is why their land is much more than their pool, because they're not a very aquatic species of otter. Yeah.
Do you know what they were doing the other day when one of them put all the branches in the log,
Mm-hmm.
and then they take them all out again?
So, did they put the branches in the log or did we do it?
No, they did.
Sometimes they make a nice little bed for themselves. We do give them like bamboo as enrichment. They don't really eat it, but they will play around with it and like make a bed. They do sleep in that log quite a bit. So sometimes they just want to make a little bed, have fun. Sometimes they're just, I don't know,
Well, sometimes it looked
using
like
Legos like a
one of
kid.
the other ones was trying to sabotage. You know what
Yes,
they
it
were trying
happens
to do?
all the time. So yeah, we have 3 brothers, and in the wild they live in like multi-male, multi-female groups. So they're pretty okay with one another, but they live together all the time, and they're brothers. They do get in skirmishes. So sometimes you'll only see 2 otter on exhibit because one of them didn't want to mess with wonton today, or didn't want to see wasabi today. Shrimp's kind of the instigator, so whoever is being a bully that day, he's like, we're best friends and let's leave me for wonton. And wonton's like, no, let me inside. So we'll give them their space. We also have pretty separate whole things inside, so if they do want their alone time, you can give them space away from their brothers. But yeah.
So the mother isn't here, you said?
She has passed away, unfortunately. They only live about, in human care, like mid to low teens. So their mother is not here anymore. We do have a new breeding female with the same father. So these kiddos could one day have half siblings, but it's up to them. We're waiting.
So did they live longer
In human
care?
There's not a whole lot of research on wild lifespans for these guys because they are pretty elusive and fast and little and just get away. You can't really track a specific otter very well unless you like put a tracker on them. So there's not a whole lot of research on their wild lifespans. And for
Tracking
human
a
care,
sloth.
perfect. So for human care in the wild, usually you can double their lifespan in human care. It's not always the case. Like giraffes, their lifespan in human care in the wild is pretty close. But for these guys, I would at least say it's like several years more in human care. So in the wild, probably like 8-ish, and then these guys probably would be like 12 to 14.
So how old is this one?
They are 4. They're all 4. Yeah, they're turning 5 in September. Yeah. I hope you had so much fun with your otters today. If you guys had a really good time, you always can leave us a Google review. And if you had a great time, my name's Kaylee, this is Stacy. If you didn't have a good time, you were never here. And I will deny it. No, just kidding. We do like to hear feedback. So if you have feedback, please share it. But yeah. Thanks.
Well, thank you.
Go.
The lemurs, isn't it? What are you guys talking about?
You want some attention? What's the problem here? You want out? Think it was your turn?
Wow.
Look at this guy. He's just hanging out. You down?
We got him to stop.
I don't know, I guess I just wanted company.
Hi, guys. Hi. It's like he's having a hard time being on.
This one just sitting here?
Yeah.
Oh, relax. Oh, that's a good one. Good read.
Is that a baby? On the back of that one? No?
Oh, I think so. They're just in.
Well, that looks like a baby and a mom.
I guess I'm not seeing the right thing. Let's see what you're seeing.
Oh, they both look young, yeah.
It's funny how they got quiet when we came over here, but then they weren't even really paying us much attention. We're like looking at the lemurs that get to be out there, maybe. We want to get to be there. I guess so. There's a lot of people waiting.
Look at them. All three there. What are you guys doing?
Oh, the leader.
Get up and do a conga. Now watch. They're going to get in the back. Oh, no. No. Hey, you're a sidecar driver. Rider.
Let's go see them.
Let me see how long that. Okay.
I don't have anything, guys.
They know where the feeder is.
I don't have anything for ya. Mama or Daddy. I don't know which. Don't get me now. They came to me, not me. I've never fished from a boat.
You do?
Huh, I've never.
Get the monkey.
No, no. Well, I guess we gotta go around where they feed them.
We're going up.
I know we gotta go around it.
I know. Is it this way though or that way? Is it sort of a pathway here? Is that an enclosure? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a pathway. It's really pretty.
Nobody's really going around there.
There's a warthog over there.
What?
Warthog. He used to have a lot of flies around it.
There's a circus road back there.
How are we doing today?
Oh, yeah.
Doing all right.
Is this as close as you can get to be a coffee?
Yep, that is.
Oh, okay.
We do have a behind the scenes that you can pay for. It's about $77, but this is about as far. They really like to be secluded in the back and away from the public eye.
So what do you get when you pay for the behind the scenes?
You get the feeder, you get to touch her, and you get to paint with her, and you get to take the painting home.
Oh, okay.
And all that money is going to go straight to either their feed or their conservation.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So you can find it on our website.
Thank you.
Hi, Indigo. That's Indigo. She's our third youngest calf.
Right here, the giraffe.
She's coming up on a year old.
Aw. You know, you.
I guess you did get to touch them. That poor thing, though, it looks like it has a lot of flies around it. Something.
I don't know if you can touch them, but you can feed them.
I listened. I listened for that part.
Oh. There you go. Good boy. Thank you. That's Dimitri. And his woman right here is sitting on the bottom. That's Iris. That's who? Iris. That's his girlfriend. And these are Apollo's the littlest one, which looks like. And then Olympia. And I can't remember the middle one. But Olympia's first. No, because we were here when he got here. Because we had one before named Jerome, and then we got this guy.
Monkey. Where's the monkey really coming from?
He and the baby, the youngest one, is over with his mom right now. His name's Apollo. And the orneriest one, the old one's up on the oldest one. Is taking her
Oh, why are you looking at
but she's getting
that?
ready to cause trouble.
We're digging like a dog. Hey, look at me. Adios, guys. Hey, monkey, look at me. Adios, cool.
She's another monkey. Oh, yeah.
I see all the animals tomorrow.
Huh?
I said they're seeing all the animals they think are from Washington.
Oh, he is.
Now they're talking about the warthog that you were talking about earlier. But they can't find him, but you know where he is.
He's over in the Dill.
You go around the deal, you'll see.
Oh, she knew all their names. She knew all their names.
What was that? What's fun?
Are you a boy?
Find a maggot? Oh, oh, he looked like he looked down. Let me see. Let me see, I forgot.
Are you a boy?
I'm going to show you.
Are you Apollo? No, Apollo's right there, right? You're not Apollo?
Oh, that one she said was the youngest with the mom isn't as little as I thought it was going to be.
Hi.
There they go again, those lemurs. They're upset again.
What you eating? What you eating, little guy? What you eating, little guy? Yeah. Something's in there. Something's in there, Dimitri. You're funny.
Well, they're calling these monkeys.
It's really slick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yawn.
Hey, yeah, Lucky. I still can't figure out how you got your lazy butt over there.
Well, she got a rest.
All I know about this little guy is that he's extremely lazy.
Oh.
So I'm like, how did you even manage this? Oh, you're gonna show me. Good.
What's his name?
Lucky.
Lucky?
Yeah, like the potato.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's his mom, Posey. And his dad's Pluto, but he's not out. Yeah, I know. This can't be easy. I don't know how you wiggled your butt back there.
Whoa.
I'm just readjusting anyways.
It should be very comfortable. I would say my bed is rock hard. Yeah.
Probably a great nap spot.
McKenna, get down.
Look at that little hippo. Why she didn't go?
So evidently, some feedings are included with children.
What you eating?
Well, I'm gonna have to find.
I think he is sleeping.
Sarah, wake up.
Kitty, kitty.
Are you by yourself?
Kitty.
Sarah.
Jeez. He says, if you don't know my name.
Charlie. Charlie. Charlie, the Sarah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See, he's not white. He's like a tan color.
Yeah, dirty white. He's off white.
They've had so many young ones that I don't know which is the mom and which is the daddy
They got a
anymore.
really tiny one up
Ah,
there.
he's got a turtle coming after him.
Who are you watching him? Well, you see the baby up there, right?
Yeah. That must be. They used to have the names Gilligan and Marianne, but
It's the time since I was a kid. Oh, you're recording again?
just now. Got a good lunch there.